Welcome. My name is Amy, and I'm going to be talking to us today about Wellness Prepping 102. It starts in your home. This month, I have been doing a 5-part series in my blog and then subsequent educational classes on wellness prepping. It's actually a class that was designed in late 2019, early 2020, before the world started, before the world changed. But I thought it was extremely appropriate because we want to be proactive with our wellness and not always reactive. And so that is the posture of this wellness prepping 5-part series. The first one was about what's in your wellness cabinet. You know, we talk about a medicine cabinet for years, decades, but it's like, what's in your wellness cabinet? You know, have things in your wellness cabinet, so when you are in need, you already have them in your home. And I will put links to all of these articles regarding these topics that I'm talking about. In fact, my next class is going to be about the fact that I had to really dig into my wellness cabinet about, about 2 weeks ago now. I'm trying to think because I have a friend who in town from overseas, because I got really ill. And so, but that's, and I was going to share my protocols, a little teaser for you. I'm going to share the protocols I use to just help myself bounce back. But I had all this product in my house, which I'm thankful for, because if you don't have it, you can't use it, right? And then I also talked about getting your, how well is your body functioning, and ways to help your body function better. And I did a video on that, a very short video on that. And it's just 10 simple ways to help get your body to function better. Now, I want to point out, one of those ways is just drinking more water. So these are not to add, add to your already full plate. They're easy things to incorporate into your daily life to help you be better, feel better, get better. And it is about, again, being proactive as opposed to always being reactive with our wellness. And then actually last week I talked in my blog, I talked about Ningxia Red. And this week I've talked about Thieves, and I'm incorporating them both in this class today on Wellness Prepping 102. And that is, it starts in the home. And so I want you thinking about the cleaners that you currently have in your home, your household cleaners, okay? And the ingredients in those cleaners, well, they do their job, right? They clean your home, get the gunk out. But what else are they doing in your home? What are they doing to you and your body and your littles and your fur babies? Like, what are they doing to you that you don't even realize? Because let's face it, I bet when you use those cleaners, you open up all the windows so you're not breathing in those fumes. Or oh gosh, there's something else I was going to say that went out of my brain. So we'll keep going on this thought. In the blog I kicked up the other day, I talked about growing up on a farm. And so Saturdays, for whatever reason, was the day we cleaned the house. All the windows went up and we cleaned the house. For me, I remember, I even do that. I would even do that now as an adult. I don't need to do that now. I'll get to that in a minute. But I even did that, cleaning my home all the time, because my lungs would hurt if I breathed in those fumes from those cleaners, because they're poisonous. In fact, those bottles of the products that you have a poison control number if it's ingested. So, we're breathing in poison when we're using those cleaners. And so, think about it. Think about, how do you feel after you've cleaned your home? Or, after you've cleaned your home, are you using rubber gloves when you're cleaning your home? Do you need to wash your hands? It's like those poisons that you're using to clean your home, those are getting in your body. Now, I am not wanting to sound, my posture is to come out here and be like, friend, there's another way. You can still get your home super duper clean, feel good about the cleanliness, and yet feel good and feel better. I would, if you're like, gosh, I know, really, Amy, really? Look up the ingredients and see some of the risks involved with some of those ingredients. Things like they can cause allergies, they can cause, they have known carcinogens in them, which is a really fancy way of saying the cancer causing. They can also disrupt your hormones. They can, let's face it, they cause skin irritation. So they can take a toll on our bodies. Using them once, using them for decades. So, and there are studies done as well, especially the laundry room. I think it was either OSHA or the EPA. I apologize, I don't have the notes right in front of me on that, but one of those two agencies did a toxic, like the toxins in your home, and the laundry room was the most toxic. But I digress. That's another topic I discuss in my ditch and switch class. But what I want to talk about is Thieves Cleaner. So, the things that you use to clean your bathtubs, your toilets, your sinks, your kitchen, your cabinets, your counters, your windows, your floors, they can all be, you can just use the Thieves Household Cleaner. It comes in this concentrate. Now, it's $22. You're like, what, friend? It's a concentrate. It gives you a little dilution chart, and you don't need very much to, you don't need very much. I mean, let's face it, you buy your bleach and you put a little bit of bleach into the whole big bucket. Conceptually think that, although stop using bleach too. But this is like, I've saved my bottles and I put a little sprayer on it. So I have a cap full of Thieves in here to all this water. And so when you compare the cost, I mean, this is a clean cleaner. There's no number on here that if you accidentally ingest it, you have to call poison control. And so that's a good thing. And gosh, there's so many things I want to tell you that the light changes when I move. Sorry, I try not to move. There we go. Focus, 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 focus. Oh, and as far as the cost on this, you're thinking like $22 for a bottle of the concentrate, but we actually have the Thieves in two different sizes. We have it in this size, we have it actually in 64 ounces. But what it comes down to, like if you were to buy a clean cleaner at the store, at the health food store, this would probably run you, I don't know, $5 to $6, $7, maybe more. This actually costs less than $1. So to use a legit clean cleaner, less than $1. And I would also encourage you to do research on not just the ingredients, but the companies, because the way labeling works is not always as straightforward as you think it is. So for instance, just as an example, a bottle of essential oil can be labeled 100% essential oil, and it only has to have 5% oil in it. The other 95% could be whatever, could be carrier oil. And so it is not legit 100% pure oil. So the point is do the research on the company. That's really where you're gonna, I think, really start making a difference. And so that's one of the things with Young Living. We stand on our seed to seal promise, where it's seed selection all the way to when the bottle is sealed. We're not using harsh chemicals. We are not using anything to detract from the purity of the oil, and we only use first distillation of the oils. So you're thinking, okay, well, what's first distillation? Think a coffee maker. So you get your grounds, you put them in the coffee maker, and you make that first fabulous pot of coffee. It tastes wonderful. Then you're like, you know what? I need to pinch some pennies. I'm going to do a second pot. Just as it's weaker. Then you do a third pot, you do a fourth pot, and so you've got your first distillation, which was wonderful, and you have your second, third, and fourth, and fifth distillations, which is still coffee. It's just not as potent or as good. We only use first distillation in our oils. In fact, over the course of time, we've actually sold our third and fourth distillations, as I understand, to other companies. So think about that. You may be buying a bottle of oil that's labeled 100% pure essential oil. However, it's may only have 5%, and that 5% may actually be a third or fourth or fifth distillation. So you're really getting watered down. So when you're like, why is Young Living's peppermint $25? I don't know, it's around $25, and I can get it at the store for $5. Well, my friend, you are not comparing apples to apples. The number of drops of pure, legit peppermint oil in a Young Living bottle is going to vastly be different from an oil in a $5 bottle of peppermint. So I'm interested about in those terms. Okay. That being said, I'm wanting us, part of my wanting to do this wellness prepping series for 5 weeks is for us to be, sorry, I usually have my hair back and I don't have anything here to hold it back. I apologize, I keep messing with it, sorry. It's for us to be thinking proactively instead of reactively. And so I'm going to pull out my notes and do a little sharing for us. And so there's one thing that I also want us to be thinking about is we need to be using our Young Living oils and products every day. Then that's what's going to make the difference. We can't be like, I can't be like, I drank my water yesterday, I don't need to drink any water today. It doesn't work that way. So it's like you want to keep using your oils and taking your vitamins every day. And we have a great lineup of vitamins. I'm actually going to talk about that in my next class, especially as it relates to all the protocols I did to help me bounce back from that illness I had. Okay, and so we want to incorporate oils into our daily routine as much as we can to be more effective. And we also want to, you may start using it and not notice the difference. It's just like when you start using a new supplement. You've even heard doctors talk about this with, prescriptions. It can take a minute to get into your system. Now, obviously, prescriptions are different than how often you should be using your oils. And I don't mean to be those aren't even apples and oranges. Those are like apples and like a whole different thing. So so please don't hear me say I'm comparing that they're equal. They're not. I mean, prescriptions, Western medicine for sure has its place in our lives, for sure. Okay, so I will also, in the video descriptor somewhere, I will put a link to my Wellness Prepping 101 class, so you can review those 10 things to help your body potentially function better. So we're going to be, so I've already mentioned the Thieves Household Cleaner. And the thing is with this Thieves, like, why is our Thieves blend so important? It goes back, it actually has roots back to France in the 15th century, when there were thieves that would sneak into the graveyards to rob from the dead and dying, and that was during the bubonic plague. Legend says they protected themselves by creating a special aromatic combination composed of clove, rosemary, and other botanicals. Super smart, right? And so the thieves oil, which this isn't the oil, I meant to grab it and I did it. But so what's in the Thieves blend is clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And so that is obviously a very powerful combination. And that is why everybody, in my opinion, needs Thieves in their homes. And the Thieves Household Cleaner with having those oils in there, as well as other ingredients to just really make a difference in your home, but then also not wreak havoc on your body with having those risks that you will, when you do your research on the ingredients that are in your current cleaners, those risks, we don't see that happening with Thieves. And so the other thing I want to point out real quick, and our Thieves hand sanitizer, we can now call it hand sanitizer. We used to be able to call it hand purifier, but hand sanitizer. A couple years ago, we got that approved to be able to say it kills 99% of the germs, or 99.9% of the germs. So it's now a hand sanitizer. So the Thieves blend and what we are using in our products, I mean, it's gonna be getting rid of the creepy crawlies. So there is, you can rest assured for that. So back to the Thieves household cleaner. It's going to help you toss all your other cleaners that are currently taking up space under your sink or wherever you keep your cleaners. You'll be cleaning and purifying virtually every surface in your home with this amazing concentrate. It actually does clean mirrors and windows, and it does not streak. I heard other people say that, and I'm like, really? Knowing they wouldn't lie, but I tested it out, and I was like, man, this stuff is so awesome. So awesome. The large 64 refill bottle makes 30-ounce spray bottles, many of them, depending on how many you dilute. And again, the cost on what is then, you know, your Thieves spray bottle is less than $1. It's crazy. Okay. And the thing I want us to keep in mind is that when you are using your Thieves household cleaner, you're combining naturally derived plant-based ingredients plus the Thieves and lemon essential oils. So Thieves household cleaner provides exceptional home cleaning and purifying power. This multi-purpose solution can be used for virtually any surface in your home or office. Now, keep in mind, it also purifies. So it's not just masking an odor. It is going in there and it is eradicating that odor. Because sometimes there are sprays where you're like, you know, that spray is just going to mask an odor. So you know what I mean by that. It means you're going to smell this new smell, but the original underlying problem is still there. No, Thieves is purifying. So it actually goes in there and it eradicates that smell. So pretty awesome, right? So what makes it so much better than store-bought cleaners? One, incredibly economical. It's a concentrate, remember, so it lasts a long time. It doesn't streak your glass, your windows, or your mirrors. One cleaner does make it a little bit more efficient. And you can do, we've got all kinds of different recipes that you can, you know, add a baking soda to it to make it a little bit more of an abrasive, you know, scrubber. With that being said, we do have the new kitchen and bath scrub that I absolutely love, but it does make your cleaning a lot more efficient. It smells delightful with a citrusy, spicy aroma. And not only that, I will find myself cleaning the counter as I'm making like breakfast, and I know that it's not going to harm me or my food. You know, I would never use other cleaners, like pull out a glass cleaner to clean my counter while I'm making food, because I wouldn't want to cross-contaminate. But I'd find myself like it with my Thieves household cleaner. I'm like, it's going to be okay because it's not going to cross-contaminate. You can safely clean toilets, countertops, floors, glass, toys, high chairs, and car interiors. So, you know, this basically becomes the only cleaner that you need to have as you start ditching all your other cleaners. And so it also to help get your home more toxin free, because it does start at home. I know, right? So the other thing, so speaking about it starts at home, I want to talk about Ningxia Red. Now, part of wellness prepping is also, I believe, supplements, different vitamins and enzymes and things like that. But I'm going to talk about that in my next class. I know, spoiler or a little teaser there. But now I want to talk about Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red is our power-packed super fruit, oil-infused, delicious beverage. And it is one of our most popular supplements. I love my oils. I use oils for so many things. I mean, these oils right here, these are my oils that I'm totally digressing, you guys. But These are my oils that I use for all my daily affirmations. And as I tell myself, you know, I can do this, and I'm inhaling the oils because they help reroute like the roads in your brain. So they make a big difference that way. So I love my oils. I never want to be without my oils. However, if there was just one Young Living product that I could not would not want to live without, that's Ningxia Red. It's a nutrient-rich drink infused with antioxidant-providing superfruits: wolfberry, aronia, blueberry, cherry, pomegranate, and plum, and powerful essential oils: orange, yuzu, lemon, and tangerine. Ningxia Red contains vital nutrients that may be missing or low in many modern diets, and they could be key to experiencing abundant wellness and energy. And as a side note, for pregnancy and Ningxia Red, because we get a lot of questions in our Oilers on a Mission page, where it's for people who have a Young Living account. You know, can I do this when I'm pregnant? Can I do this when I'm pregnant? And I'll ask the question, can I drink Ningxia Red when I'm pregnant? We're like, yeah, absolutely. It's an amazing superfood for growing healthy babies. So one of the many reasons to drink Ningxia Red is that it supplies the body with important antioxidants. Now, what's the importance of antioxidants? Go look up free radicals, and you'll realize that you're like, you'll come back and be like, Amy, I need some Ningxia Red. The free radicals are bad, and antioxidants basically beat up free radicals. That's the like layman's understanding of that. So there you go. So you want antioxidants in your body to beat up the free radicals. Oh my goodness. Okay. But anyway, it also provides a wide spectrum of antioxidant activity that will energize, fortify, and replenish your body. So actually, there's all this information. What are antioxidants and why are they important? Well, I just kind of gave you the cliff notes of that. Okay, but I do want to point out that antioxidants help prevent or stop cell damage caused by oxidants. And that is what we really need to be mindful. So Ningxia Red is loaded to the hilt with antioxidant properties. It's absolutely the best product, I believe, to help support your body with that natural detoxification process. So some of the benefits of Ningxia Red: contains balanced ingredients that make it a whole body nutrient infusion for health and wellness. It supports normal cellular function, which goes back to free radicals and needing those free radicals to get beaten up by antioxidants. So that supports normal cellular function. Contains powerful ingredients that are involved in many natural antioxidant processes. How many times can I say the word antioxidant? It's energizing, fortifying, and revitalizing. It supports good health and overall wellness. Supports normal eye health. That's actually part of my testimony. I started drinking Ningxia Red in the spring of 2015. So almost 7 years ago. And up until that time, I was having problems with dizziness and blurred vision. And I think it was from a couple of different things. And my doctor wanted to put me on medication. And I said, well, what if I tried to basically get a resolution that didn't involve medication, but that it was more of an all-natural route. And so she's like, that's fine as long as you make some changes. So we start seeing changes. So I started drinking Ningxia Red, and within 2 to 3 weeks of drinking 1 to 2 ounces of Ningxia Red every day, my blurred vision and dizziness went away, and it's never come back. And that goes back to the fact that Ningxia Red does have targeted support like eye health, as well as for your blood system. It is for overall wellness. I know of other people who have had their own testimonies with Ningxia Red, because, like I said, it does have targeted support, but it also is just for overall wellness. So that's why I'm like, I never want to be without Ningxia Red, ever. It utilizes a powerful formula that includes wolfberry, which is touted for its own health benefits. just Google wolfberry and you'll be like, oh, I need wolfberries in my life. It's great for a healthy daily supplement, and it helps prevent against antioxidant stress. Now, stress takes such a toll on our bodies. I'm going to be teaching about that in another whole class, but stress takes such a toll on our bodies. In fact, actually, I talked about that in one of my blogs. So I will include that information because I did some research, like what are the big stressors and what are they, like what effect do they have on our body? And so stress takes a bigger toll on your body than you probably realize. And the Ningxia Red for sure can help fortify you, especially as the stress increases. So if there is, so what's your takeaway from this? What is your call to action? Well, one thing is what I want you to do is I want you to, the articles that I'm going to include in the video descriptor and or comment to this video, depending on where it's posted, I want you to take a look at that. They're short articles, but they're going to get you understanding why you need this. It's one thing if I sit here and tell you you need this, but when you start reading the causes, the risks due to ingredients that you're using, or the effects that stress is having on your body, you're going to be like, I need this Thieves household cleaner because I need a cleaner, and I need this Ningxia Red because I need to start fortifying my body because there is such incredible stress. We are in a very stressful time right now in this world. And so it's important for us to make sure that we're using products in our homes, because that's where it starts, that work with our bodies and not against our bodies. And so I will also put a link to two links, a link to get this household cleaner and then a link to get this Ningxia Red. So you can get these products. Actually, you know what, I'll make it easy for you guys and I'll make a fresh bundle for you guys, and I will add all of this, so it's a one-stop shop for you. You'll get that one link, it'll have all the products that you need, both the Thieves household cleaner and some other Thieves products, as well as Ningxia Red, and we'll get you set up because it's that important. I want us thinking proactively and not reactively. And so that's the posture in which I come to you today. And as always, if you have questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out. I'm here to serve you. Thank you everybody for your time, and I will talk with you soon.